You won't believe what's going down at Ford. Ford, the kingpin of American automakers, is in the midst of an electric vehicle rollercoaster, and it's making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Ford's big boss CEO Jim Farley just pulled the ultimate plot twist. He's slammed the brakes on EV production. Yep, you heard that right, folks. They're waving goodbye to their flagship electric plans, leaving the EV market in a tailspin. Now, you might be wondering, why would Ford, the OG of the automotive world, do such a thing? Well, it's a tale of unexpected turns and a market that's proving to be trickier than a Rubik's Cube. Jim Farley, in a bold move, declared that Ford is pumping the brakes on EVs and steering hard towards what the common man loves: affordable combustion engine cars. Say what? Ford recently threw a curveball by working on a new engine loophole that aims to give EVs a run for their money. But why the sudden U-turn? Why did Jim Farley hit the brakes on EV production, leaving all of us in shock and awe? Ford had these grand plans to flood the market with electric F-150 Lightnings like they were dealing cards at a casino. Plans to crank out a whopping 3,200 of these bad boys a week, setting up shop at their Rogue Electric Vehicle Center in Dearborn, Michigan. They've hit a speed bump. No, scratch that, a massive roadblock. The F-150 Lightning, their best-selling EV pickup, just got the pink slip. Production halted, goals slashed by 50%, and the whole shebang left us all scratching our heads. What's going on at Ford? Well, let us spill the gasoline on the fire. Despite a record month in November, Ford only managed to sell 20,365 trucks through November this year. Ford's facing more issues than a teenager in high school. Thousands of workers on strike, customers abandoning ship, and a dark political play that's giving the middle class a rough ride. The struggle is real. Now, Ford thought they could conquer the EV world. They put in billions, loaded up their pickup trucks with high-tech features that might be overkill, and slapped a price tag that could make your wallet weep. Some of these bad boys are reaching a cool $100,000. But here's a reality check. People aren't biting. Interest rates aren't helping, and the production costs are sky high. Ford's feeling the pressure from the political bigwigs who are basically saying go electric or go home. And guess what? Ford's set to make a whopping $4 billion loss on their EV division this year. But it's not just about market demand. Ford's also facing the music on increasing labor costs. Talks with the United Auto Workers resulted in wage hikes and deals that are good for the workers, but a financial headache for Ford. Even their own dealers are saying, hold up. Nearly 3,900 dealers dropped out of their EV program and wrote a letter to Joe Biden asking him to stop the EV madness. Why is Joe Biden involved? You see, Ford's desperate to turn a profit, so they've decided to cut production and let the dealers run wild. It's like a free-for-all out there. Ford even did a complete 180 on their ad covenant program, telling dealers to forget about sticking to the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Meanwhile, in the EV universe, Tesla, the Goliath, is flexing with Model Y lease prices starting at just $399 per month. And then there's Ford's Mach-E, struggling to keep up. It's like a David and Goliath showdown, but with cars. Jim Farley isn't the villain in this story. The government is playing a significant role in making life harder for automakers who just want to keep making gas cars. Everyone's chanting, go electric, but no one's looking at bringing the cost down or making EVs more practical. President Biden wants to turn American roads green with EVs, but not everyone's on board. Enter Senator Joe Manchin, the voice of dissent in this electric cacophony. He's calling out the administration for being soft on EVs and not tackling the core issues. Biden launched a new EV mandate with a $7,500 tax credit for EV buyers, but there are strings attached. It's like he's playing puppet master, pulling the strings to reduce reliance on foreign components. But owning an electric vehicle is becoming more of a luxury than a practical choice for the average Joe and Jane. EVs aren't cheap, and with all these mandates, it's like Ford's waving the luxury flag and saying, sayonara middle class. Ford might have cracked the code. They're shifting their focus towards simpler, more affordable cars without the high-tech frills. And guess what's in the pipeline? The all-new technology hydrogen combustion engines. Ford filed a patent for a turbocharged combustion engine running on hydrogen. Imagine a combustion engine that runs directly on hydrogen, delivering 20% more power than its gasoline counterparts while reducing emissions by a whopping 95%. So what's the bottom line? Ford's facing challenges in the EV arena, especially with the F-150 Lightning. Sales are inconsistent, the market's competitive, and now is not the time to buy an EV because a major crash is looming. Prices are about to nosedive, and the common man isn't buying into the EV hype anymore. So, whose side are you on in the battle of the middle class versus automotive giants? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, goodbye.